Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode. Original Mike Razor here. I am working through the triathlon process. The sessions of workout are getting more and more extensive. And to be honest with you, my brain is saying, "What are you doing?" Literally, no lie. And I'm sure other people who have other videos have gone through this also. Um, but to see the drastic change in my body weight, to see the drastic change in my health, the structure of my body uh, grow and get better, uh, down to my glucose A1C going down, to eating a certain way, and now working out every day. So working out every day, doing anaerobic, from swim, bike to run, and strength training. You got to take a deep breath and kind of go with it. And this is why I say to have a goal in mind, because there are days when there have been days in recent past where I said, I don't want to do this. I had a bad day at work, or I had, um, I had to go out with a family member to take care of business, or school, for example, and I was just not up for it. But I went and did it anyway, and I kept doing it anyway, and I keep telling myself, if and when this thought pops up, that you just got to keep going. If you're trying to do better health wise, if you're trying to hit a specific goal, if you want to make this a lifestyle, then you have to train your body to do it regularly to the point where it's natural, all the way down to eating certain types of foods and testing the foods out to make sure that the food works with your body. I'm beginning to notice that a lot of artificial foods affect my glucose way more than those that's all natural foods. People say it a lot. There's a lot of marketing towards it, and some of it, the marketing is bullcrap. Because I've used some of their quote unquote natural products, and it hasn't. It actually did the same thing as normal sugar would do, for example. But I'm realizing that some companies are telling the truth, and I have started using some of their products. Um, Morton gels, while I'm working out. I have one right before I work out, maybe 10-20 minutes before, and they work wonders. Only thing is, after the second gel, my stomach start feeling funny. It doesn't hurt to the point where, but it does start feeling a little funny. And watching videos and doing research has shown me that it's a transition process where your body has to get used to having the Morton gels or gels in general while you're doing the workout or the run. This way, it gets your body used to this for race day. That way, it knows exactly what it needs to do. That way, you don't have any side effects to, or have low side effects to, having food while in endurance training or while working out, while on a race. Um, so it's this is a process that has taken me from lows to highs. And one thing I do have to say is, while I'm starting to love doing this stuff, it is one, becoming a priority, but also too, it is showing me what my body and brain does in stressful states, on states that it feels as though is very, very difficult. And I'm realizing through the longer I work out, the longer bike rides, the longer runs, the longer swims, that I get these voices in my head, not voices, but my brain is telling me basically to stop, to not go on, to slow down a little bit, to, going into that moment of trying to survive. And I'm telling my body, you keep going. Even if you slow down for 90 seconds, something to that effect, after that, you keep going. Your goal is to complete the process, not to stop in the middle. And I'm training my body to do this so that when I do complete a triathlon, when I'm ready to complete the triathlon and I go and I do it, and I get these voices in my head telling me to stop, slow down, you're not that great, and all of this stuff. Look at everybody else. I can tell myself that no matter what you say, we're going to keep going and continue this process. Okay? We are going to go and finish this. And that's what this process is about. It's about finishing. Not only is it about finishing, but it's about being healthy, being wealthy, and being wise. Okay? So, what's that saying? What's that saying? Early to bed, early to rise, make a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Something like that. But it's true. And I'm starting to realize also that the more I work out, the more I train my brain to be more disciplined, the more I'm realizing it's trickling into other parts of my life, as far as work, as far as family, as far as obligations are concerned. And I'm starting to see me become more well-rounded as far as keeping things together, accomplishing goals, being stern on my word. Even though these things are things that I have already been doing, it catapults it like 90-95%. You begin to really see who the lazy person is versus the person that's really, really getting it. So this process is definitely not for the weak at heart. But also too, you have to remember that it's not for everybody. Some people could do it. Some people may feel it's difficult. I always say just do it anyway. See how far you can go. See how far you can go. Sometimes you have to readjust, like I've said in the past. Sometimes you have to readjust to your lifestyle. You have to readjust to school. You have to readjust to work. You know how many times school and work changed on me, as far as studying, as far as schedule, and I had to readjust for me to incorporate my workout around those things. Family, I had to readjust my working out for that process. And these are the things that you have to continuously hit that knob on. You're going on vacation? Great. You know what you've been focused on. Don't eat crazy. Don't say, oh, it's just my time. I'm just going on vacation. We chilling. I'm going to do what I want to do. Don't throw all those hours of working out and getting your body ready for 1 or 2 days worth of satiation. Or, yeah, I think I said that right. No, of gluttony, excuse me, of gluttony. And you're going to feel terrible anyway. You do it, you start going crazy, you will feel, wait till the next morning. You're going to feel horrible. And you don't really want that. You don't want that. You're going to feel better if you stick to your program while you're on vacation. Go do your workout on vacation, in their gym, outside on the beach, wherever you are. Do the workout, do the swim in the ocean, or in the pool at the gym where the hotel you're staying at is, or Airbnb or whatever. You're gonna feel so much better, because then you're gonna know, man, I could accomplish this thing anywhere, and you will do it. Trust and believe. So make this a lifestyle. Make this a process that you can accomplish consistently. If you have setbacks, it happens to everybody. Setbacks happen to everybody. If, for example, there's a real emergency where you really can't work out, then fine. Hospitalization, things that you have to do, fine. But don't say that to yourself and it really not be that. And it really not be a dire emergency that really, where you really have to take off. Really don't do that. The other thing is the videos that I've posted. I posted a lot on Instagram. Original Mike Razor. Go over there, share, like, whatever, subscribe. And I'm working on getting my videos together so I have more outside content opposed to inside. It's more exciting. It's more intriguing, better for the eyes to watch, and people could see that what it is that's being done, what I'm doing is actually working. So I just want you guys to know that. And like I said, subscribe, like, follow. Let's keep this game going. Let's keep on moving. I know the 30-day process has passed, but we're going to move to the next level. Let's move to the next phase. All right, let's move to that next phase. And this is the process. So what I've decided to do, I'm going to start posting once a week, get all my footage together. I'm going to post once a week, and then we'll see what happens. Once a week, and then maybe twice a week, 2 days, we'll be focused on 2 different things. Swim, bike, something like that, something to that effect. And I'll go over what it is that I did that day. I will tell you what it is that I went through as far as emotional perspective, from emotional perspective. I give you updates on events, 5Ks, 10Ks, triathlons, things of that nature, and where I am as far as that is concerned, and also the meals that I'm having. That's something else, and the fasting process, also. So that's what I'm gonna do, ladies and gentlemen. And that being said, I'm gonna get off. Hopefully you guys have an amazing day and do better, be better. Talk to you later.